So welcome to the video. I noticed that we talk about 15 seconds time frame. How do we even enter the seconds time frame? All the other stuff is quite interesting. What does that wiki mean? Too much reading. Yeah, too much reading. I'm not so keen for that. I was like, no, no, no. But anyway, I mean, you can use seconds time frame using the breaker structure indicator as well. I mean, let me just have a look 1 second. I mean, I don't like rocks.com simply because like the indicator just not proper enough. What was this? I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, not bad. Like I basically like on analytics we use structures to make an entry, and with price we trace it. Like as long as you have the seconds feature, you can use it, and then your entry. So for example, you go hard time frame, you go like for example 4 hours, daily, 1 hour. So within your 4 hour POI, like your order block, you can refine it down to 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and then as soon as you get your entry, because like with the time frame pairing, like the alignment, etc., you don't want to enter on daily order block with 1 second. Doesn't make sense, right? So then you can refine it down. So for example, if you're entering a 4 hour, you can look for a 15 minutes or a 5 minute order block. And within the 5 minute order block, you can look for like 15 seconds entry. Within 15 seconds entry, even for one structure break, you can start looking for the entry if you want to. But of course, depending on how significant that break is. So it's something that you can test yourself. I found quite interesting that the indicator is actually not doing bad. Pretty cool, pretty chill. I don't really use the change of character that much. I don't actually understand it. Yeah, I just use the Linux way of doing breaker structure, and this is pretty clear to me. What I do, one really comment on that. I will, however, enter here, and then I'll do the 50%. The price retrace, I get entry. If it doesn't retrace, I don't get entry. Or I can move up a time frame. But look, ultimately, if you have changing character, which kind of means to say destruction, I'll be entering here. Yeah, you see what wouldn't allow me. I don't like Brooks.com, that's why like it's clearly it's like dash here, but it's like the same price level, which is stupid. Uh yeah, I like that. And then say if you on second time frame you only want to 2R. Like for example, if I want to trade if I want to get 2R, it'll be so easy for me to get 2R. Like I don't wouldn't need to go for these extreme to go for my normal pips, you know. Like that would be a 4R charming one. But anyway, I don't indicated by that guy I already commented on. So say we have EU here around, so change character, yep, so like that, and there's a five-minute wall block here, and I'm a breaker, so you can mark your break at the same time, because that's what you're expecting price to respect. And so price already reaction to the area that you'd like to see happening, and then just enter on your 5 seconds. I have my, so basically the breaker here is saying that price should respect this area, the blue color. So kind of respect, and then later on has a changing character. So usually expensive if we allow price to retrace, because why? Um, Premium discount. And simply within this breaker again, uh, here you look to enter at 50%, or just cover the whole thing, because on the second time frame you don't really get much you can get. Yeah, so like that, and then price 8 o'clock triggers you in. You don't have to enter, just wait for this, and then you can do a stop order if you want to, if you have time. Price tagged in, and then your stop loss in here, which would be much better as well. And you target all the way to that particular data lows, for example, and I think price will be somewhere here. And yeah, that's just how you enter second time frame. So as well, like just because you're following like a different institution, like their uh, breaker structure. For example, this is smart money concept breaker structure. It's not Vertex breaker structure, but it makes sense. Like the indicator is so helpful on so stable on your second time frame as well. So you can look to enter that on second time frame if you want to. Let's see changing character here. If you go, yep. So indicator is loaded. Obviously from here you can do the same approach. So you see 1 second is a lot different than 5 seconds, because like 5 seconds we actually just have the PY going in. But almost it's like, and remember, the higher the time frame, the more probability you have there. So you can go on 15 seconds handbook as well. The breaker here wasn't respected. This is an entire order block. So if you were to enter, you can enter the order block here, and your PY will be from obviously this high. Then there's a reaction point of the breaker, and then we expect price to respect the breaker, like yeah, you can just wait for the price to leave the zone, and then you can come back and trigger yourself in like that. Pretty interesting. Yeah, but I don't trade. Then this here again, series of up candles here. That's my order block of space, and then simply do that, or say the order block 50% here, just target here. Yeah, I mean, you want to, because think about this, order blocks. You want to come back to trade in the order blocks for market changing structure. I don't know how people enter really out because I've been taught in the Vertex way that we enter at order blocks. So you can enter at the order block as well if you want to do it that way. And you have a free indicator to do so. It's already in public. You can do that. And then say, because this here is obviously an M1 breaker reaction of the POI here that I'm interested. Then 8 o'clock flashed in, taking positive movement, see where the price will still fall up bias. You see, where's the breaker in here? Your breaker is this tiny candle and this candle at the same time. You don't, for the order block here, whichever the high, then that wick here looks like a mitigation. So I'm gonna mark the imbalance here to enter at the imbalance with a stop loss in here. Yeah, that will do as well. Then we see all this the price action on our left hand side. And then this here, the market structures, for example. Why did I say in my video that these are all mitigated? Well, if you can see a clear order block, go ahead. But on second time frame, is this clear? I mean, to me, it's not that clear, but up to you. I wanted to go into the most refined order block that I'm interested in. Yeah, I can't show you my entry, but look, on second time frame, it's actually not that different to Vertex at all. But I mean, I'm essentially waiting for price to come into the POI I'm interested, then I look on that lower time frame again, then to enter an order block that is not mitigated yet, but it has to be quite immediate, right? I mean, that's how I enter, but my system is integrated. I mean, I'm not there to really show off my system. It's just more about everyone's system is like, for example, there's this time frame they look at price based off, then they do a refinement for a lower time frame, then they have their own specific entry system. Could be a 50 gap here, because I didn't turn on the 50 gap indicator, but you see, it has a 50 gap indicator here in itself. So this breaker structure indicator is like everything you need in one piece. And then, for example, if you want to do DT Forex, which he marks from the previous range, you have your 50% almost being touched, isn't that right? Yeah, you're 50% being touched. Then say if you were to do it here, because that's all the low the game came from the swing, this way to come down. The 50% is actually aligning just at this area. So it's not bad. Not bad. The D4X will still work. I mean, I haven't watched this video yet. I don't know how it actually operates. But yeah, like that, because I wouldn't mark from, like, I will be looking at ranges like this here. Didn't actually create a new high, so it's still within that range. Or I will say here, like that. From this here, then create a new low. So like that as well. But while I'm looking at structure from here to here, instead of using what the indicator is telling me to do. And then I simply mark the 50%, and my 50% sitting here for price to tap in. So in regards to doing DT Forex, this will work out as well. And in principle, your data point that you want to target is sitting all the way here. So you see, you can still get the same entry that I'm doing, 5.3, except you're doing it with more confirmation, because that's pretty good as well. Like this is how I enter on all blocks, but I don't use the structure that you can see here. I don't use that kind of structure. Doesn't mean that the structure isn't valid. Every trader who devised this market structure, etc., has their own way of seeing market structure. I've been used to doing the verdicts, and I don't understand. I understand how to change. I mean, I understand the principle of changing character, but I don't know how to market structure, and I'm just gonna leave it to them. If you've been doing smart money concept for a long time, then this will work out really nicely for you as well. But of course, you still just need to identify that this is in the trend line liquidity, like that, and this is the first time I'm trying to break it, but look, AM comes in, who wouldn't break it, right? And this is obviously liquidity sitting here equal high. Just take it out like that, and then take that. And then if we were to look at market structure again from the principle here, no, I never use this indicator. That's what I meant. Sorry, in my life is a bit of a harsh word. Yeah, but it's looking like pretty good. Changing characters, only a few things. All you have to look at just to make sure your all looks clear. And see here, changing character, see all this expensive move, again changing character, looks good, looks very good. Then, for example, your order block sitting here, then from that leg. I mean, because that leg is not broken and that leg is just a retracement. I don't know how people do it, but I think that's pretty good. As in order block here, and then I simply have the order block here if I'm not sure, or I can reduce it later on in time. I know this here is upside down, but look, you get the gist of it. Yeah, you just target to this low if you know where you're going. It's not a smooth body as well sitting here. And even whichever this was. Yeah, like that. I mean, I don't need to really reflect on how many pips that is. That's like almost 10R. Yeah, so you just enter off all blocks as well. It's no harm. But of course, if you want to enter off bigger gaps, you want to enter off higher time frame M5, you may do so. Yeah, see here, changing character here, and then you're not so sure. Example, I got busy here in the city on the 3 minute, so that's your PPR. That's also respected. So in terms of open halo concept, this is already open halo kind of concept because I already showed you in the other video. But you can look to target an order block that's being respected. You see, like that, and then just target to this low, 28 pips. If you're entering off N3, for example, yeah, it looks beautiful. Yeah. So that just sums up about the using microstructure as part of your entry, order blocks as your entry, and even looking at seconds time frame. But as long as seconds time frame, there's no harm, right? So in this reaction, let's see what price is done us. So from this range high to this range low before 10%, reaching to that 50%. But that is ICT. He doesn't use ICT, remember? So you can do that. And then all this retracement like seems a bit weird. I don't know how DT Forex does that. I don't know. I can learn about it, but at the time being, I want to focus more about myself than focusing on other people. You know what I mean? Like I can focus on content, but more of time I just want to build more stats. Because obviously, you know how I took 3 losses. I need to try to figure out what was happening, like what was in my mind at that time. So see here, that show order block as well, like that for example. That respected. Okay, so with the respect, go on 1 second now, because like this is how you use time frame alignment, etc. I'm this person who's always been using order block to trade, and I don't really feel comfortable to trade on favorite gaps. This is why when I trade on open halo candle, I have so much um, issue. But I need to integrate that. You can't process that much. So here, changing character, wait for order block to respect at any point in time. So here, because I'm going bearish with bullish here sitting here, I see a candle here coming in, the candle taking it low. I can possibly have my stop loss at this initial point. However, whichever order block you want to put is up, totally up to you, because like this already clearly tells you about the order blocks. Yeah, and then to me, what's being mitigated? Okay, so we have a space and a shelter candle. That's being mitigated, so I transfer that power to this level here. So you want to trade off unmitigated order blocks. So your unmitigated order blocks is here, and your unmitigated order block is sitting here, like I already showed you here. So have your stop loss cover all these order blocks. The price will come here, respect, well, too bad, but I don't think so. Because this here is the lowest time frame we can get to, right? So like this here could be an entry. And then yeah, little to realize on second time frame, everything seems like a battle, but later on, it looks pretty good. See? So what is price doing? Already marked the second time frame order block for you. See, price reached into the order block. This here's the order block that already reacted, but doesn't mean that it won't reach further in. So you want to have your stop loss covering all the existing valid order blocks. And then we'll go. Yeah, like that. Even if you're just targeting smooth body, which is a normal candle, how much R does it give you? 15R. Wow, that is very nice. So this is how you trade on second time frame as well. You are trading essentially off a mitigated order blocks, and but you need to make sure you can see these kind of structures anywhere. You can, but you want to make sure wherever you're trading from is a significant point. Could be a key level, could be a significant PD array, could be because you're at SMT zone, maybe it's there to trade, but of course you don't necessarily have to catch where the peak is because if it doesn't give you the entry. If it's already mitigated already, your probability is a lot lower. So then obviously we want to look for something that is like a clear order block to us and then make it eye vision, right? Yeah, so I hope this video found you well. I tried through all blocks, but you can do whatever you want. And this is just giving you a glimpse on the second time frame. And the indicator is free. It's by nephew Sam. Just go through. It's too much reading, so I didn't want to do it. Yeah, so but up to you.